My name is Andy Agostini. I'm a producer on the NHL franchise from EA Canada, and I'm here to promote NHL 15. I had been at EA about 8 or 9 years already, and I worked on NBA at the time, basketball. And when the team moved forward to the Xbox 360 and PS3, I was asked to come onto the team, and being a big Canadian and a big hockey fan, I took the chance and we went, and I've been working on the game for about 8-9 years now. It's good. I love coming over to here in Sweden. It just feels like they know hockey and have a good discussion about hockey, whether it's their league or the NHL or international. It's always exciting to talk hockey with people. NHL 15 really is changing everything with the new console. We have the ability to do much more than we did in the past. So things like 12-man physics and having every player interact with every player physically, as well as true puck physics, redoing the puck so that it plays like a real puck. That brings out a lot of authenticity to the hockey. We also have new Vision AI, which is allowing our players to make decisions like NHL players, where they're doing 20, 30, 40 decisions in a second, so that they can make the best choice. And our AI now has that ability. We also have a really good user experience for presentation in terms of the broadcast package from NBC Sports, as well as just the new announcers we have. So you're going to get this brand new, fresh hockey experience when you pick up the game. I think the gameplay is so good, and especially with the way the new console and the look of it, it really does change how you're looking at the game. So a lot of people we've gotten feedback from are saying the game is just so different and feels so good. So we're very excited about it. We think that this is the beginning of a bright future, and we know that we want to build on this game. Yes, our team really focused on finding the areas that we said, okay, we're kind of reaching the limit over here on the older generation. Now that we have this new generation, let's decide what we want to go and do, so that we can then push it right to the boundary right away, so we have a really good base of a game for the next few years here as we go on this console. So whether it's the AI or the look of the player or the physics and building the model to be a proper hockey player instead of cylinders, it really brings out that fine-tuning of the game that now the new machines allow us to do. So we're very excited for that, and our programmers loved working on the new machine. At times, depending on how much pressure the player will have, he's going to wait to make, I have 7 different options, let me check which ones are the best one. So yeah, before it was more one decision at a time. It would make those decisions, and they were still good hockey decisions. They were just always the same ones in certain situations. And now the players are going to decide based on a lot of different factors. So you're going to see more change based on where the defender is, where his teammate is. There's a new teammate got open while I was skating down the wing. I'm going to stop and take a look. So there's a lot more decisions that it's making at a quicker pace, and that's because the console can deal with that. Physics, it used to be 2 players. If I hit another player, those would be the only 2 impacted by that hit. And now if I hit another player and he falls into somebody else, it impacts him. So the hockey feels more organic. You don't see just 2 guys interacting, but it could be a chain reaction of 3 or 4. And if there's a scramble in front of the net, it could be lots of guys trying to go and score a goal. So it really does bring out what you'd see on TV. It was I believe it was a playoff game that we had early on. We're looking for examples to say, okay, this is what we want to get to. And that video there was just so crazy, of so many guys running around and trying to score and defend at the same time and bumping into each other. We said that's what we want our game to feel like at times. And we think we got there. I think we could always improve, obviously, but it got there so much that everyone that's been playing has said it's just crazy going to the corner and 4 guys are bumping and trying to get the puck, so it feels really natural. At this time we do not. We have in the past had a couple of arenas from Switzerland, and in the past we've had the Hartwall at times, the Hartwall Arena. We've had arenas from Stockholm. But we're always looking at opportunities to continue to expand what we have in our game. So it's not like we won't look into trying to see if we can get those arenas, whether it's next year or the year after, but we'll look into those. We have the SHL and the SM Liga, or the Liga in our game. And the Liga has just promoted Vasan Sport, so they're in the game now. And Jokerit is now in the KHL, so we do not have them in the game anymore. But, for us, our partnership with each of the leagues in all our territories is very important to us, and we believe that they're really been great partners to bring that hockey, whether it's the Liga or the NHL. They're bringing really good hockey, so we want to have it in our game. Yes, it was a little late. We were aware that Jokerit was going to the KHL, so we knew about that. But we did have to wait from the Liga to find out who was replacing them and how that was going to be done. But the Liga have been great partners, and as soon as we told them the dates that we had, they worked with Vasan Sport, and they got us all the information we needed to put them in. So we have uniforms, players, we have everything that we need for them. We basically phone the league to make sure, like, okay, Vasan Sport's now getting promoted. The biggest thing for us is always uniforms, because if we don't get them, we can't make them, and they take longer than entering players into a database. So that's where the biggest focus is, getting the logo, the correct logo, and the uniform so we can get the art into the game. And then from there, we then focused on getting the players that were on Vasan Sport, putting them in the game, having them part of the leagues, and then try and get it so that when a user selects Vasan, he sees all the players and he goes, yeah, that's the team that I cheer for. So we really focus on that. It takes about a week and a half to get a team in if it's that late. So it's a pretty big undertaking, but because we were aware of it, we kind of prepared our guys and said, okay, this is what we have to do, so be ready. So we're used to it. After all these years, we're used to how this works.